Welcome. This video will guide you through the seal removal and installation of the Viking pump GP-414 pump with a Type 8B mechanical seal. This series includes the following Viking pump models. As always, consult the applicable technical service manual for important safety information before you begin. A copy of the latest revision can be found on our website at vikingpump.com. As always, remember that safety is the highest priority. When working on or around any equipment, follow the correct safety procedures. It is critical to know what liquid the pump is handling and what precautions are necessary to safely handle the liquid. Always read and follow the safety warnings in the service manual before any work is started on the pump. Copies of the latest service manuals can be found on our website at vikingpump.com. A complete listing of tools and part numbers can be found in the service manual. For newer pumps, seal kit part numbers can be found on a hang tag on the pump. For older pumps, or if the tag has been removed, contact your local authorized Viking pump distributor with the model and serial number of the pump to obtain these part kit numbers. The pumps covered in this video are GP-414 series pumps with Type 8B mechanical seals. The seal kit includes a ball bearing, mechanical seal, O-ring, retaining ring, seal washer, drive key, shims, and associated hardware. Vent all the pressure inside the pump prior to removal of the seal. Keep the pump and work area as clean as possible. Drain the pump of any residual liquid. Turning the shaft will help expel any liquid trapped in the gear teeth. Remove the pump drive coupling and drive key. Loosen and remove the seal holder cap screws. Use 2 of these cap screws as jacking screws to remove the seal holder slowly from the pump bracket. The thrust bearing and the bearing shims will remain in the seal holder. These need to be removed prior to reassembly. Also, the stationary seat of the seal will be left on the shaft and kept there by the retaining ring. The stationary seat is a slip fit into the seal holder. The only resistance to its removal will come from the O-ring on the outside diameter of the stationary seat. Use the snap ring pliers to remove the retaining ring from the seal holder. Remove the ball bearing from the seal holder. Remove the bearing shims. Remove the O-ring from the outside diameter of the seal holder. Use the snap ring pliers to remove the retaining ring on the shaft that locates the thrust bearing. With the retaining ring removed, the stationary seat can be removed from the assembly. Remove the SAE O-ring plug on the top of the pump bracket to obtain access to the set screws on the rotating element of the mechanical seal. Loosen the set screws on the mechanical seal. These set screws are 90 degrees apart. Rotate the pump shaft to access each set screw. Use a pair of picks to reach into the seal chamber to hook and pull the mechanical seal out. Remove the seal washer and shim. Use the snap ring pliers to remove the retaining ring on the shaft. Use a lint-free towel to clean the shaft and the seal chamber inside the pump. Make sure both are free of dirt or grit. Also clean the counter bore where the seal holder O-ring is located. Install the retaining ring into the groove in the drive shaft. Install the seal washer against the retaining ring and install the seal shim against the seal washer. Be careful not to scratch the shaft in the sealing area. Loosen the set screws on the seal and apply a dot of Loctite 242 to the set screw threads. Coat the drive shaft, tapered installation sleeve, and inner diameter of the mechanical seal with a light oil before assembly. Slide the rotating part of the mechanical seal over the installation sleeve on the shaft until it contacts the seal shim. The longer dog point set screw needs to be lined up with the recess in the shaft that is in line with the keyway. This will also align two set screws with flats on the side of the shaft to prevent the mechanical seal from spinning on the shaft. Remove the installation sleeve. Make sure the seal is fully seated against the seal shim. Through the access hole in the top of the pump bracket, tighten the dog point set screw until it makes contact with the shaft, ensuring it is in the recess located in line with the keyway. Rotate the shaft 180 degrees and tighten the cup point set screw until it makes contact with the shaft. Rotate the shaft 90 degrees and tighten the set screw until it makes contact with the shaft. Rotate the shaft 180 degrees and tighten the set screw until it makes contact with the shaft. Once all set screws are contacting the shaft, evenly tighten them to 36 inch-pounds using the same method. Make sure not to over-tighten the set screws, as doing so can distort the seal, preventing it from sealing properly. Install the SAE O-ring plug into the access hole. Clean the inner diameter and outer diameter of the seal holder. To install the new silicone carbide stationary seat, first lubricate the O-ring on the stationary seat with a generous amount of light oil. Also lubricate the bore for the stationary seat. Second, align the notch in the stationary seat with the pin in the seal holder and use your thumbs or the heel of your hand to press the stationary seat into the bore of the seal holder. Remember, the face of the stationary seat has been lapped to a mirror finish. Any damage done to this face during installation will affect the ability of the mechanical seal to seal. Wipe the seal face clean with a lint-free towel. Lubricate the O-ring with a light oil and place it into the seal holder groove. Lubricate the pump bracket bores with a light oil and install the seal holder. Hand tighten the cap screws. These will be torqued tight after the bearing installation. Install the retaining ring into the groove in the shaft. Install the bearing shim against the retaining ring. Slide the bearing onto the shaft until it contacts the bearing shim. The bearing must be installed with the larger side of the inner race against the bearing shim. The letters on the bearing outer race will be readable when installed correctly. Install the retaining ring into the groove of the seal holder. Tighten the cap screws in a star pattern. Torque to 96 inch-pounds. Install the drive key into the shaft. Your Viking pump external gear pump has a new mechanical seal and is ready to be put back into service. Follow the suggested maintenance located in the appropriate technical service manual for a long, trouble-free service life. If you still have any questions regarding this or other Viking pump products, please contact your local authorized Viking pump distributor or visit us on the web at vikingpump.com. Thank you.